So you're thinking of moving to Phoenix, Arizona, but you've always heard that good things come to those who wait, and you're a little unsure of everything that's going on in the market right now. So should you wait to buy, or should you go ahead and take advantage of the rates in the market right now? That's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video, so let's do this. If you're thinking of moving to Phoenix, Arizona, and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Phoenix, then go ahead and subscribe and click that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about what is happening here in the Phoenix market. My name is Samantha. My team and I help people every single day, just like you, make their move here to beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking of making a move, go ahead and reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. But if you do want to connect with us, reach out, ask questions. All that information is in the description box below. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, we are here and happy to help you make that smooth move here to the Phoenix area. So is now the right time for you to buy a home here in the Phoenix market? That is exactly what we're going to be talking about. If you haven't seen the past couple of videos that we've done over the past 2 weeks, we did one about is there a housing bubble? Is it going to burst? Is the market going to crash? What is going on? So if you want a little bit more information about the market, all the stats and everything that's going on, feel free to go watch those videos to get a little bit of information. But first and foremost, before we kind of get into more of this video, ultimately, you guys have to do what is right for you and your family. I'm not here to try to convince you to move or not move or make a decision. I'm just here to provide information, and hopefully all this information can kind of help you make a decision about what is the right move for you. So family comes first. You got to take care of you and your family and do what is best for you guys. So with that being said, we're actually going to jump in, talk a little bit about this information and kind of see what all the different factors are to figure out if right now is a good time to buy here in the Phoenix market. So if you are thinking of buying a home in Phoenix, or maybe you have been trying to buy a home in Phoenix, you may have heard of this term called buyer fatigue. This has become really common in the past couple of years. And basically, buyer fatigue is just people who have been out there in the market trying to buy a home for days, weeks, even months sometimes, and they have put in several offers and have just gotten rejected over and over again, and they've just been spinning their wheels. They are just beat down by the market. They get exhausted, they get fatigued, obviously. So that buyer fatigue often can come from a few different factors. It has been a very competitive market, but a lot of times some of the people who come to me and decide to work with me and my team have tried working with other agents in the past that just were not really the best fit for them, or they were just throwing out offers left and right without really a very detailed plan and strategy customized to that buyer and what their goals were. So if that is you, if you have experienced buyer fatigue, or if you're trying to avoid buyer fatigue, find the agent who's going to be the best fit for you, who doesn't mess around, who understands what your goals are, and who puts together a customized plan just for you to make sure that they get you that house as quickly as possible. So we're going to jump into my computer, take a bunch of these different articles and just look at some information and take a look at different factors going on right now in the market to kind of help you decide if now is the right time or not for you. But first, there is a difference between overpaying and overbidding, and that's something we definitely need to talk about. Overpaying, yeah, you're paying too much for a home. The home is just not worth it to you, and it's not worth it in the market. Overbidding doesn't necessarily mean you're overpaying. Overbidding just means you are bidding higher than the asking price. And especially with how homes have been appreciating nowadays, a lot of times it will still appreciate for that value that you are paying, or overbidding, or even more than that. So just because you are overbidding or bidding for a home that is over the asking price, it doesn't always mean that you are overpaying. And ultimately, if it's worth it to you, who cares? If that is what is going to get you the home of your dreams and it is worth it in your eyes, then go for it. Now, with all these homes that have been appreciating so quickly and so much, is that going to cause the market to slow down or crash, or what is happening? So let's dive into some of these articles. Now, the big thing that is kind of an indicator about what is going to happen in the market moving forward is that market growing? Is the city growing? Are there new businesses? What is happening in the market? So Phoenix has been in the top 5 prestigious U.S. cities performance ranking. So we actually ranked, in the Milken Institute's prestigious 2022 best performing city list. We were number 5. Now that's not growth, that's just performance as a city, and that takes a lot of factors into account, which includes growth, businesses, taxes, and all of that. So we were number 5 with that, but we are the fastest growing city in the US, 5th year in a row, actually. So if you will go through this a little bit, but Phoenix has just been growing exponentially for years, obviously since 2010. It's continuing to grow at a very quick rate. There's a lot of different reasons for this. Number one, really strong economy. A lot of businesses are moving here because it is very business and tax friendly. There's not a lot of taxes, not a lot of rules and regulations. Places like California that are even talking about doing more taxes now. A lot of people are deciding to leave and come here because it is very business and tax friendly. There's also a lot less rules and regulations when it comes to everything going on with the pandemic and everything right here. Has been a little bit more laid back. So people who were really looking for a little bit more freedom and relaxation with that when it comes to it, now there's a lot of flexibility. Maybe people wanted to move here before, but they couldn't because they were stationed in Washington or New York, and that's where the office was, and they had to stay there. But now a lot of people have the freedom to work from home, either temporarily or a lot of people indefinitely. And so with that freedom, you can kind of move somewhere that has a better quality of life, better cost of living, and everything like that, while still keeping that job. So we have continued, especially since the pandemic started, to see a huge influx of people. So it has been growing very, very quickly. Actually, here is a graph I just kind of show you. So there's a lot of other cities that are growing quickly too. A lot of Texas going on here in Washington, Colorado, all of that. So, but Phoenix has been the top. Phoenix is this orange one right here, has been the top growing city. This just shows 2010 to 2020. But since then, especially with the pandemic, it has exploded even more. So we have been continuing to grow really, really quickly, not just with people coming in and migration and everything like that, but also with the amount of businesses here. And that has really boosted the economy. There's an incredible amount of job and earning opportunities here in Phoenix. So again, no large city grew faster than Phoenix. We are really growing fast. And with that has come a huge boom of building, both commercial and residential. Things have been growing like crazy. Holy smokes, it's been a little crazy to keep up with. So actually I can show you some of this area. Let's actually jump into this map right here. So you can kind of see here is the kind of main central Phoenix area right here. And there has been a ton of building with single family homes. So now that there is that flexibility, you can really live in so many different areas. And so if you're not commuting to downtown Phoenix, you can live in faraway places like Florence or Coolidge or Santan Valley, maybe even Arlington or Goodyear, which is a little ways. You're outside of that main city, so you're going to get more land. Your money's going to go farther. You're going to get a bigger house for the same amount that you could in kind of more these city center areas. And now that there's a lot more flexibility and you don't have to always commute to an office, these cities have started to boom. You can get a lot more house, a lot more land, like I said, but you don't have to be close to the city center. So all of these different little city centers that are kind of far outside, like I was saying, they have really started to boom. And because of that, there are tons of new businesses. So you really can live outside the city, have everything you need there. And if you want to come into the city, sure, you absolutely can. But you've got everything you need in those outlying areas. Let me actually show you how much building is going on. These are the building permits. Green is things that have already been approved and things that are being built right now. Orange is everything that is in review or has been requested. So you can see there is a crazy amount of building going all over the Phoenix area. So this is, this is kind of the main central Phoenix metro area, but you can see all those outlying areas that we were just talking about. We're going to get bigger homes, more land, more bang for your buck. This is where all that building is going. Phoenix has kind of built up a lot. So now they're starting to expand to all these, what used to be kind of more rural areas. And there is a ton of growth and building going in, not just with homes, but with businesses. There are several different software companies, engineering companies, warehouses, and Fortune 500 companies that are moving to these kind of more rural areas because they can get a lot of space, a lot more for their money. And now that you have the flexibility to work from home or just to not have to live inside a city center, that has caused a lot of growth. So you're going to see tons of businesses coming in, tons of construction building everywhere you go in the Phoenix area. So it's exciting to see how much it's going to be growing. But Phoenix is kind of, it's not like New York where they have a small island and they have to build up. There's 9 million people there. They can only build up. Phoenix is very spread out. We have a lot of land. Let me take you back to this map right here. But you can see we're not, sadly not waterlogged. We don't have beaches, which is a bummer, especially because of how hot it is here. But it definitely is good because if you look at here, we can really build out a lot. Not so much in here because it's the national forest and everything like that. But if you look, we can build all the way down here to Tucson, all the way over here, Gila Bend, up in here towards Wickenburg and everything like that. There is all this land that has not been developed yet. Like you saw in here, it's been bought and there's been a lot of permits requested, so it's going to be built pretty quickly. But there is still a lot of room to continue growing and building into the future decades. And they're going to need all of that because of how much things here have been growing and expanding with businesses, but also with people moving here. So like I was saying, new builds, new construction homes have been exploding, more than 40% in Phoenix. That is just, it's building like crazy. But even with all of that, supply has not been able to keep up with demand. They aren't building homes quick enough for everyone that wants one. There are still wait lists with most of these new build communities, and the wait lists are several months out. The builds are taking upwards of a year. So there is still a lot of demand in the market, even though they are building very, very quickly. And then this last one, just want to show you a couple things. So average days on market. This is for the whole Phoenix metro area. So more affordable homes all the way into the multi-million-dollar homes. Homes are still flying off the market. Average days on market is only 29. In a normal balanced market, usually this is closer to 100 days. So having it be at only 29 days, it is still a very competitive market where things are moving very, very quickly. And also I wanted to show you here we go. The amount of inventory. So we are at 1.16 months of inventory. That basically means for all the current homes that are on the market right now, if no new homes came on the market, no one else wanted to sell their home, and we had just the current homes on the market right now, it would only last us 1.1 months. It would be sold in 1.1 months. It would go that quickly. We only have about a month worth of homes unless more homes start to come on the market. So it is still a very competitive market. There has been a shift recently. Obviously, rates going up are going to affect that. All right, I'm done sharing my screen. So, but rates going up are absolutely going to affect that. And we have started to see that shift. As rates go up, your buying power starts to go down. So if you were shopping for a home that was $500,000, if rates go up 0.5% or even a whole percent, it's going to start to chip away at your buying power. So we've had clients that I've been working with for a while where they have just kind of wanted to wait and see what happens. And so when rates were lower, their budget was $600,000. As rates have continued to go up, we are now going down to the $500,000 range. And that's just what happens when you wait. So if you are thinking of waiting and you want to understand the numbers of it, as mortgage interest rates continue to go up, your buying power goes down. So as rates go up, the amount of house you can buy goes down. You're missing out on the amount of home you can buy if you wait, but also you're missing out on the appreciation. If you buy a home, right now in this current market and with the market projected for the future of Phoenix, is going to continue to grow and expand and be very strong. So the house will continue to appreciate in the coming years. So if you're waiting and the rates are going up, the amount of house you can buy goes down, but the appreciation you could be getting is going up. So it's just a bigger and bigger gap kind of the longer you wait. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm not trying to convince you to buy now or wait. I just want to give you all this information so you can understand what potentially could happen if you decide to wait and if you're on the fence trying to figure out what is the good move for you. What it comes down to is what is best for you and your family. Now, there are lots of different situations, and if you absolutely need to buy a house, there are tons of homes to be had here if you've got a good strategy and work with the right agent. My team and I specialize in relocation here to the Phoenix area, and we love it. We work with people with all different situations and all different kind of requirements and timeframes and what they're looking for, and we make it happen every time. So feel free, if you want to check out the Google reviews. You can go look me up on Google, check out some of the reviews, see what the clients are saying, and see if maybe it would be a good fit working with me and my team to help you make that move here to the Phoenix area. If you are looking to make a move, one of the things, especially in the market right now, is you need to be a little bit decisive, figuring out kind of if that is a home you want, and if so, I'll figure out what it's going to take and let you know. We'll make sure that it makes sense, and if it fits in your parameters, we can move forward. If not, we won't waste our time. We'll move on and find another house that's going to work for you. But every house is case-by-case basis, but also it depends on you and your situation and what you're looking for, what your goals are, what you are willing and able to do when it comes to buying, buying a house. So those are all the factors that we're going to look at. So the market is starting to shift. Rates are continuing to go up. We're starting to see a little bit more inventory come on the market. So if you have questions, if you're trying to figure out what the timing is that's going to make the most sense for you about moving to Phoenix or buying a home in Phoenix or selling a home in Phoenix, reach out. My team and I are here and happy to answer your questions. Like I said, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to convince you to do one thing or the other. I just want to provide all this information so you can have a good idea about what is going on in the market, how that might affect you, and what the right move for you and your family is going to be. So if you've got more questions, let me know. Either send it in the comments or reach out, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, connect on Instagram. All that stuff is in the description below. But I'd love to hear kind of what are your takeaways from this, or does this make you feel more positive or negative about the market? Are you scared? Do you have more questions? What do you think is going to be happening in the Phoenix market this next year? I'd love to hear from you guys on what you think. So let me know in the comments. Like I said, reach out, connect with it. All of that is in the description below. We've also got some freebies and guides and lists and everything that you can just totally have for free if you've got questions. Hope that provides some value with you. So I think that is about it. Hope this helped. Hope this answered a couple of questions. Reach out anytime. And until next time, hope to see you soon.